Dear learners, today we discuss about the validation controls inside the ASP.NET. So these validation controls are used to validate the input which is entered by the user. So here, for example, suppose in text field if you enter the mobile number, so mobile number basically is 10 digit and it is of type integer. So we have to just validate that particular input number which is entered by the user. Or if you want to enter the email id, so email id must be in the format string at the rate whatever the domain name .com. So that particular validations that can be checked by using the input validation controls. So inside the ASP.NET we have 6 validation controls. So required field validator, compare validator, range validator, regular expression validator, custom validator, and the validation summary. So let's see one by one. So required field validator is the validator which is check for input controls whether it is a empty or not. So basically this particular control is used for checking the particular field is filled by the user or not, and if it is empty then it gives the error message. For example, how to use that? Here we just take the text field. So name of the text field is the id is equal to password, and for that text field we have to apply this ASP colon required field validator control. So again it is having the different attributes, that is id is equal to, then runat is equal to, then control to validate means whatever the name of the control which is for which we want to apply the validation. Again the error message indicates whenever the user is not entered any text, or if user is kept the particular field as empty, then it just display the message that please enter a password. And full color is equal to red means whatever the error which is display over here, this color of that particular error is just display as a red. So this is how we can apply required field validator to the input control. So let's see another validation control, that is compare validator. So compare validator is used to apply for comparing the one input control value to the another input control value or to the fixed constant value. So for example, here we just take the one text field id val, and we have to compare this particular text field with standard value, and we have to apply the operator as less than. So if value is less than 100 then only it is valid, else it gives the error that enter the valid value. Okay, so here we have to specify the control to validate, that is val. So whatever the text field name we have to give to the control which we want to validate, then we have to give the attribute as value to compare, that is 100. Then display is equal to dynamic. It means that whenever the error message is occurred, it creates the space to display that error message on the browser. Again here we just apply the compare validator to the integer value. So that's why we just write type is equal to integer. So operator we can write either less than or greater than, or less than equal to or greater than equal to. So in this way we can apply the compare validator to the values. Then third one, that is range validator. So here user can check whether the particular input entered by him is within the particular range. So here we have to use the minimum value and the maximum value attribute to specify the what is the minimum range and maximum range. So from 101 to 199, this is the particular range of the value. So if user enters the value in between that range, no error is coming. So again we just check the example. So text box user input, again control to validate, that is user input. So whatever the input text field name, then error message that enter the value in specified range. If I enter the value as 99, then it gives the error that enter the value within the specific range. So again here we just write the type is equal to integer. So we want to compare the particular value with integer numbers, so that's why we just write type is equal to integer. You can also compare the date, then string, and so on. So whatever the input we want to validate, or whatever the range we want to validate, we can write the minimum value and maximum value in the range validator. Then next one, that is regular expression. So regular expression validator is used for the checking the email ID. So again here one new attribute, that is the validation expression. So here we have to write the validation expression for the email. So starting with the yes, that is string, then @ sign, then dot sign, and ends with the $sign. So again each and every string is started with the slash. So in this way we can compare whatever the user entered email ID with the standard format by using the regular expression validator. The next one, that is custom validator. So custom validator is nothing but we can write our own validation with our own errors. So here we have to write the two files, that is .aspx and .aspx.cs. So inside the .aspx we can write the custom validator run at is equal to server, then id, then control to validate, and so this is the particular method which is executed and in which we can write the code which can be executed whenever the particular control we want to validate, and this is the particular error message whenever the condition is not fulfilled. So inside the .aspx.cs we have to write protected void, then whatever the name of the function, and two parameters, that is object sender and server validate event args, that is event args, that is e. So e dot value dot length is equal to 8, then display the true, else false. So if length of the particular character which is entered by the user is exactly 8 characters, then it just just display the, or it goes to the another control. Else if it is less than 8 characters, then it just display the error. So in this way we can create our own validations by using the custom validation. And last one, that is validation summary. So validation summary is nothing but it is a control which display each and every error occurred for inputting the data. So validation summary run at is equal to server id, then show summary true. So whenever I just display this particular show summary true, it just display whole summary at the end of the particular program. Display mode is equal to bullet list means what? It just display the whatever the errors occurred in the program in the bulleted fashion. And next one, that is header list is header text is equal to please check the following errors. So this is the particular heading which is displayed at the end of the particular program. So with the title please check the following errors, and it just display the whole errors in the bullet list fashion. So in this way we can display the summary of the errors which are occurred during the entry of the values by using the validation summary. So these are the 6 different types of the validations that can be used inside the ASP.NET. Thank you.